The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wildcard Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Raiders and the Browns, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we come to you from wintry Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's Wildcard Weekend, and we've got a great one in store. As it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Cleveland Browns. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by an exciting athlete. 4th overall pick of the draft out of Florida, Anthony Richardson.
It's very simple to say. It's a tough spot to go on the road in the playoffs for any quarterback. But when you're a rookie, now you know you've got big-time pressure on you because he's shown that he's beyond his years throughout the season. He's played at a high level, and his team is very confident in him. But to go on the road leading your team in the postseason as a rookie, that's a whole nother level.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Setting up the screen, Harris. Oh, some strong running. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Rolling to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This 2nd and 4. Now it's Richardson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. So here comes the Browns offense with a long field ahead. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And there's really no underestimating or downplaying the incredible regular season he had throwing the football. When you throw for over 5,000 yards, that's a monster season. He's got an offense that's certainly capable of doing damage in the postseason as well. But he also understands that defense tends to win championships in the playoffs. He wants to find a way to set that aside and advance his team.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Here's Hall again. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. From the 21, here's second down and 3. That's quickly out wide to Davis. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Straight ahead is Hall. A beautiful fake. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now second and 5. They go play action with Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And hang on here, we've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Hurts. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on third down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And work with me here. Is this overhyped or not? You've got a warm weather team on the road in January, and it's cold. What's the deal? Is that a factor? Is it not a factor?
I think a lot of it depends on the personality of your head coach and how you prepare for things. And some things you just can't prepare for. If you're coming from a warm weather site, you can't make it cold enough like it is here in this ball game. But what you can do is just tell guys, dress for the weather, and then play like we always play. And as the game goes along, typically those guys out there playing, you warm up enough that it really shouldn't affect you quite the same way. Now, if that's all you talk about, if you put that in the heads of your players, it'll affect them in a big way.
Now Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return, Carter. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They'll begin with much more advantageous starting field position than they did on their last drive as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
That's caught. It's Flowers. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. This is caught. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Carter is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Michael Carter who finished it all off with a touchdown run. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raiders now set to get the football back. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Will Anderson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this 1st quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Solid running there. And CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Here comes Carter. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Play action. Here's Hurts. That one into the hands of Flowers. Touchdown, Browns. Zay Flowers, 52 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, he didn't find the end zone a whole lot in his rookie campaign, but he's got himself a touchdown here in the playoffs.
And it shows off his big playability, too, because we saw this quite a bit in college, and it's certainly continued here at the next level. Another explosive play for a guy who's made them all season long.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And this is incomplete.
The one thing we know about RPO throws, they don't take long to develop. He had him wide open to the outside, hit him with it, but I think his eyes were looking downfield trying to see that open grass. Ends up dropping it. That's a missed opportunity.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
That escapes the sack. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
He'll buy some time right. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Zay Flowers and his offense about to begin their next drive. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far. And
you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Now a short one to Gesicki. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Play action here. Corral.
And that is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Corral. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Now a short one to Gesicki.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll look to throw.
They'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a yard. A give up the middle to Carter.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On the counter, Carter. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Keeps himself upright.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Raiders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from opposition so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 30 seconds to go in the first half. That is caught, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders, and I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Gabriel Davis.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Browns continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Callaway, the return man. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
But first, let's remind everyone what we've got coming up in tomorrow's action in the AFC. We've got a good one on tap, as it'll be the New York Jets squaring off against the Buffalo Bills. We just watched a fine first half out of the mobile quarterback, that's Jalen Hurts. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they have made this look easy. And there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
Here's Hurts to throw. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
On first down, Hurts. He'll drop that down to Carter underneath. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Carter straight ahead. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, 43 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. That time, a 6-play drive. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to get this out to the 25.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Now it's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Richardson off the play fake.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Buying time to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now Richardson.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Will Anderson
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out.
He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
A snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants with it. He has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that. And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well.
Out of the gun, they run with Carter.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here.
This to the outside for Mack.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it,
trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Browns set to take over.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
They go play action with Hurts.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Tershawn Wharton in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. He'll look to throw.
They'll find a man over the middle. 2-2 Atwell.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They'll look to throw here. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
2nd and 6 from the 10.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And he's brought down. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
They'll run with Carter.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Michael Carter.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raiders heading out to take over. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw.
His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. On the slant, completes to Sutton.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line.
And Richardson looks to throw once more.
Flushed out right. Stiff-armed him. Fights through, and now a crease. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Hodgins in motion. Richardson looking to throw this.
Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
There, Richardson back to throw it.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Raiders.
Going to run the toss here to Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off play action. Richardson.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helped seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll start on the ground. Carter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Carter once more. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Another run on second down with Carter. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. Here's a give to Carter.
And he gets it down to the 32. That one a first down pickup of 8.
After that run for a first down, I don't know that confidence could be much higher for an offense. They're doing exactly what they want to do on this drive.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
It's showtime, baby. Make it happen. Let's go.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.